Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the Entrepreneur Channel. This is me, Major. I'm still working on this intro, trying to figure it out. I'm posting everything though, so you can see me from the beginning all the way to where I end up in the next couple months. Hopefully this thing starts to work out and we can get some good editing going on, but for now I'm just gonna talk directly to the camera about what I'm thinking about and update you on all the ideas that I have in process. Again, I have started a conch business. I have started an accessory business. So those are my two passive incomes so far this year. We're working on getting the Mother's Day items in and the 4th of July items. So those are the up and coming events, up and coming ideas that I have going. But right now I want to take a beat back, and I just want to talk about something that came across my timeline. We'll get into it more as I go, because I feel like this is a great way for me to get a lot of things out. It's good therapy for me, is talking to this camera, and then I'm gonna post it, and if whatever happens, right? So I was on Facebook, and my niece retagged a post that someone posted about not having someone there when you needed them, and boom, you turn and now you're a millionaire, right? Like not having the support, and boom, you turn into a millionaire. Now I laughed at the post because it's funny to me that people would think that becoming a millionaire with no support is kind of crazy, because at some point in your life you have to get some type of support to become a millionaire. Somebody saw what you were doing and they decided to help you. Either it's a stranger or your family. Somebody saw what you was doing and decided to support you. If you're doing e-commerce or you're posting, you're trying to become an influencer, something along that way, somebody decided to help you or support you. So this boom, become a millionaire is kind of crazy. So I laughed at the post, and I knew me laughing at the post was going to get at my niece, because we've had this conversation. I've had this conversation with her numerous times about the route she was taking, how she was trying to rewrite the book, and not saying that you can't rewrite the book, not saying that you can't figure out how to rewrite the book and do things different. You don't have to do things the way everybody else do it. You don't have to go through the same steps, not the exact same steps, but certain steps you have to do. It's certain things in life that there is no other way around. You have to do it. You have to have education. You need this. That's the only way you're going to be able to see what you need to do to make it. If you don't have the education, if you don't have it, you will be taken advantage of, because somebody is going to come along and convince you that they have your best interest in heart. If you can't read a contract or understand that what's in the contract, then you can sign yourself away. You may come up with an awesome idea. You may come up with the next big, brilliant $1 million maker and signed it away because you don't have the knowledge to know that you're being taken advantage of. So that's one thing you have to have, and it helps, because not saying that you have to just have, you got to go through high school is a guarantee. Like, that's just something you need. You need a diploma, just so that you can say that you could get in a position to just have a regular job, or get yourself to the next level, even if you don't want to go to college, but you want to, you want to become a nurse's assistant, or you want to go and do something else besides just college. You need that diploma. These are just steps that have been in place, because they know that, hey, if no one does this and we reward everyone the same, those that went through the process of learning this information, applying this information, and getting this diploma, to those that haven't, then what's the reason? You understand? What's the reason? So I knew that would really get at her with me posting those laughing emojis. But it wasn't like I was laughing at her. No, I was laughing at the post, because again, like I stated, there's no way you could become financially free, successful without support. No one has done this on their own. And again, you may not get it from your family. Everybody in your family is not going to see your vision. Everybody in your family is not going to see what you're doing. Some people in your family may look and say, that's crazy, that's stupid, don't do that, do this, because they want to play it safe. You don't want to play it safe, and there's nothing wrong with playing it safe or not playing it safe. To each his own. But to think that you out here making a massive amount of money with no support is just ridiculous. So she replied back to that, stating that, oh, she didn't know she had an uncle. Now, I know that's a dig at me, but I can take that dig, because like I explained to her prior to all of this happening now, prior to the relationship that we have now, I explained to her that she was going down a path that was not going to be successful. The path that she was, the route she was taking, many have taken and failed. So I felt like I'm trying to help you. I'm supporting the fact that, okay, you want to go about this lifestyle. I get it. You want to be an influencer. Cool. But in the process of that, do you know what it takes? Have you done the research to find out how these people are making this money, how to monetize your account, so that when you post something, you were getting paid for it? If you haven't done that, then you're just posting for free. You're just posting to post. So you're not really influencing anyone. And if the people that you're influencing, if you're influencing them and they're not paying, and it's not like, you're not getting paid for it, then who are you influencing? You kind of just sharing information. So I replied back with just letting her know that, listen, I get it. I can take that you feel like you don't have an uncle. That's cool. But what I want you to do is, I really want you to make great decisions. Stay focused and pray. Because in the long run, you have your way you feel. And it's cool. You could feel like that. There's nothing wrong with you feeling like that. But you have to understand that the only way you're going to be successful is to stay consistent. Make great decisions. Be patient. And understand that you have to fight for what you want. And you got to fight for what you want. And you got to take a step back and say, you know what? This ain't for me right now, so I'm going to go this route. This ain't for me right now, so I got to take a seat right now. I'm going to sit down for a little bit, because I know if I sit down right now, in a couple months, I'm going to be able to at least stand up. I might not be able to run, but at least I'll be able to stand up. So all I want to say with this is that, believe me, you have to, those that are out there that think that no one is supporting them in their journey, it's not true. It's not true. You are being supported some type of way by someone. It may not be the support that you want. It may not be the support that you think you need, but even if it's not just somebody coming and tapping you on your back and saying, hey man, you can go do it. I believe in you, Cause sometimes the negative, something that you may think is negative can also be positive, because someone that tells you the truth, the person that tells you the truth when you really don't want to hear it, that's when you need it. When you really don't want to hear it, when someone is telling you, no, you're messing up, this is not a good decision to be making, you need to sit down. They're not hating. They're just saying, hey, I'm looking at it from two sides. I'm looking at it from your side, and I'm looking at it from this side, and it's not adding up. It's not adding up. So I want those that's out there, man, listen, shoot for the stars, man. And if you miss, grab onto something. Grab onto something, man. But it's actually shoot for the moon. And if you miss, grab onto a star. That's the saying. Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, grab onto a star. But shoot, take your shot. And if you miss, take another shot. Because believe me, everything that somebody said can't be done, somebody else figured it out, and they did it. And I really want to encourage the youth, like, hey man, take your time, be patient, focus on what's going to happen later on in life, not what's happening now. Because believe me, later on in life, you don't want to look back and say, man, I should have did this when I had the opportunity. So take your time, be patient, enjoy. If you don't have a lot of bills and you're not really having to take care of yourself really financially, take this time. And if you're making a little money, put it aside. Figure out something to invest in. Get as much education as you can. If you could go to college, if it's in your plans to go to college, enjoy. If it's not, look into other avenues, different type of skills, because there's money out here that can be made. I'm gonna get more into GC life, demo engineering, because as I stated before, I do work for an engineering firm, and I also work for a demolition company, and then I also work for a restaurant. Those are my three main jobs that I have to stand on my feet. I clock in, clock out, and then I got my passive income. And we got some events coming down the line. I got an event that I'm working on in April in my hometown, and some other things coming up. Hopefully I can hit some of these. I could figure out how to get into these flea markets and these pop-up like what they call those things. I'm still mumbling right now. I'm missing my words. I don't know. Farmers markets, and we're gonna get Family Kunk. We're gonna really put a big push behind Family Kunk. Get Family Kunk up and running, because I really feel like that's a good market right now. Fresh ingredients, nice, and very good taste. So if you in the Miami area, check me out. My Instagram is Big Mac Son. That's BIGMACKSON. That's my Instagram, Big Mac Son. I post on Instagram more than Facebook. I have a Facebook, but most of my stuff come off Instagram. So if anything, check me out on Instagram. Hit the like or don't like button on this. If you want to subscribe. We appreciate it, but really it's just to get the content out. It's just to let you all know how I feel. Let's go Fins. We got a good season coming up. Flores, that's my head coach. We got a good season coming up, man. Hopefully we got a pick party coming up soon with the draft coming up, the pick party coming up soon. So let's go Heat. Got to figure out how to win on the road. But other than that, it's been a pleasure. Just a little food for thought. Those that's out there thinking that no one is supporting you, believe me, you will be supported no matter what. Just look for the things. Listen to what people telling you, and take what they're saying and just implement it into your life. If somebody tell you to slow down, just take a step back and look at what you're doing. Maybe in some part of your life you're moving too fast. Maybe something out there you're doing, you just moving a little too fast. So just take a step, take a breather, look at everything you're doing, write it down. You know, focus on it, and then figure out, why would this person tell me I need to slow down? You know, and for those that feel like they family not behind them, believe me, family, they gonna love you no matter what, but family is hard. It's hard. So I might have to trim some of this up. Hopefully I don't. I'm gonna post anyway. And, you know, signing off. This the Major Entrepreneurship. So let's go.